Well, welcome back to the Choose Your Own Prospecting Adventure and the gravel bank that I've been cracking away on. We now have a change of plans. Craig, one of my subscribers, he lent me his high banker and pump and everything ages ago. Thankfully, and this is really good news, he's up for using it again because he hasn't been too crash hot. So it's great that he's healthy again and he can start getting back and using his gear, but he wants it back, which means got to get cracking on this. So today, very quick video, bit of a time lapse of what I'm going to do, but I've got a couple of hours where I'm just going to go hell for leather and prepare the ground for coming back with the high banker tomorrow. Plus, do some test pans on the way. Actually, what I think I'm going to do first is a test pan at the far end of the trench, deep, and see what we get. But I really don't have time for filming, so I'm going to turn it on the time lapse and just get cracking. Alright, well I lost a little bit of it as I was putting the pan down, but there's one gritty piece and then there's a whole stack of little flower gold, which is okay, but not great considering I've got to remove all the overburden to get to that. So it's possible that there's a heavier, so that was from up that end of the trench, so it's possible that the really good layer is just here. What I reckon I'm going to do is prepare the ground to the left and right of the trench and then test pan at the bottom of it. I wouldn't say I was fully at depth there, but I would have said I was deep enough to get something if it was there. And indeed, we do have one decent speck and a smattering of fine gold. But I thought pretty close to that depth, if not the same depth, we were getting all those chunky bits in the original end of the upstream end of the trench. So maybe it's dropping off. I think I need to do another test pan down again and then we'll go from there. Actually, I'm not going to. Now that I've cleared the overburden off there's obviously gold there, but there's no point digging down to see if there's a decent amount of gold there at this point in time, because now that I've cleared the overburden off, I'm going to throw all of that through anyway, because there is gold in it. What I think I need to do now is come the other direction and test this side of the trench. Then, at a later date, and I'm sorry this is meant to be a choose your own adventure, but like I said, I'm stretched for time. I don't have time to do a video and then wait for you guys to get back to me. I've just got to go. But I'm not going to go any further that way until I can take a sample from the bottom of that hole right there. And to do that, what I'll mean is I'll get the pump in here and empty this so I can see what I'm doing a bit better. Get a discrete sample from the wall at the bottom of the wall of that end of the trench, and if that turns up to be good, then I can keep going. But if it's dropping off this direction, which is, well, from those results drop off, if at all. If I do get a drop off, then what I want to do is come this way. The only problem with that though is I'm getting close to the main pond, and I do want to keep a discrete wall between the two until I've finished digging this. Yeah, so anyway, right now it's dig this. not really looking for gold today. I'm just trying to, you know, prepare the way for when I come back tomorrow with the high banker, but I was expecting a little bit more in the sample pans. I mustn't get ahead of myself. Mustn't get disappointed because it's preliminary. I've got time to do one more sample pan, and I'm going to do it out of where I pulled that massive rock out of, just to try and get down the bottom of that, yeah, from the hole that the rock's left. Well, I guess we'll have a bit of a look around what's going on tomorrow when I pump it all out and see what we can see. But anyway, I've got to get that pan done, and I'll be back with you to show you the result. Hopefully I'll have some real gold to show you before I have to go home. Well, bother. Bother. Nothing. It appears at this stage that we have a very localized pay streak, and I'm starting to wonder if it's actually associated with that big rock. Not that big rock, that big rock. Because that's where I sort of started the trench and dug through. And so I did that because I thought, well, if there's going to be any gold right up this end, it will be behind that big rock. So good, there was gold up this end and it was behind that big rock. So cool. Going that way, it doesn't seem like there's much. Coming this way, there doesn't seem like much, even though I'm going down and down and down. Which, on the one hand, of course, is disappointing because you always want to find gold. But from my thinking of the fluid dynamics, I was expecting a concentration back here somewhere. But so to test my, to test the theories, I really need to continue this trench on and see what we get back further. Not to mention the fact that if there is a pay streak associated with that rock, it's not just going to be there, it could continue for quite some ways. But also, if we look around, there are some other big rocks that are in this kind of line. That's almost in line with the rock at the start of our trench, that big sucker. And that one's not in line, that's further over. But then again, there's another one. So for another time, what it might be worth doing is digging some more trenches behind those rocks and see if there is a localized effect and not a global effect in the bank, which would be an interesting result. If there is a localized effect though, there should be one from this sucker, which was just there, which would mean that there might be a pay streak along that way. But I'm going to have to investigate that another day. Because it's a school day, which is of course why my helpers aren't here. Although I'm not sure I should call them my helpers. Helpers in training. Certainly sounds better than hinderers. And but anyway, I'm going to try and get this video up tonight. I'm going to try and do a video on this hole every night for the rest of the week until I give Craig his high banker back. If you've got hints or suggestions, please let me know. And you'll have to do it quickly because I'm going to be back here tomorrow, assuming of course that I get the video up tonight. And if you could really bring yourself to it, I would really appreciate people sharing this video, giving some likes and comments, because it'd be great to get the number of views up and great to get the number of subscribers up to share the fun we're having with other people. So until then, catch you later. Bye bye.